Hi guys, welcome to Storytime with CC. I just got back from the fair. Be sure to check that vlog out when it comes out. Ew, my hair looks weird. Today's storytime is about the craziest road trip I have ever taken. This all started back in January of 2016 when my mom, my dad, my uncle, and me flew to Paraguay for my dad and uncle's younger cousin's wedding. My dad and his side of the family are from Paraguay. I was a flower girl in the wedding, which was super awesome. So apparently today when I'm filming this, it's the 9-year anniversary of when my cousin got married. So I did not realize that. My dad just told me. That's a crazy coincidence. Fresh as a daisy. My dad got to reconnect with his cousins and I got to meet my distant family, which was really cool. He hung out with his cousin who he was really close to when they were kids, and I had been pen paling with his daughter who was like 3 years older than me. We went to stay in the capital, which is Asuncion, because that's where the wedding was, and it was a pretty awesome wedding, if I do say so myself. It was really fun to be a flower girl. I had never really done that before, so that was cool for me. For some reason, my dad, my uncle, and their cousin decided, let's all cram our families into one van and go on an awesome road trip together. Family bonding time. Yay! No, not yay. My cousins and I were getting along pretty well. It was cool. One cousin who I was pen paling with for a while was going on the road trip, so I was super excited. She is 3 years older than me, so there is a bit of an age gap, but not too much, so we still had fun. This was right after Christmas, so her parents had gotten her a Nintendo DS, which we were bringing from the United States to give to her. The Nintendo DS was like super cool. That was like the stuff at the time. My cousin and I were having fun until we got crammed into the van. It was me, my parents, my uncle and his wife, my dad's cousin, his wife, and his 2 kids. His older son was about 15 at the time, I think, so I didn't really talk to him. Me and my cousin, who was 3 years older than me, got crammed in the back of the van. It was a 4-row van, really big. We got crammed in the back with all the suitcases. And at first, it was fun. We were playing with our Christmas gifts we had gotten, and she was playing on her Nintendo DS a lot. She was playing a lot of Kirby. I wanted to play, but she wouldn't let me play. I wanted to play Kirby. Too bad, I got Kirby on my Nintendo Switch now. Anyway, so we were planning on going to Iguazu Falls, which is in Argentina. So we would have to leave Asuncion, drive for a while, take a ferry across a river, get to Argentina, drive some more, and then go to the falls. Oops, we missed the ferry. We did not make it on time for the ferry. So we ended up staying in my uncle's wife's sister's hotel she owned. I think it was in the countryside. I don't know. I was young. But we ended up staying there. It was kind of a crappy hotel. It was really cold and there were bugs everywhere. We lost a good chunk of the trip. We ended up getting on the ferry the next day and we went to the falls. And we stayed in this really nice hotel. Burp. Then the next day, we had to drive all the way back, which was like 4 or 5 hours. And it was not fun. We did not miss the ferry this time. One of the reasons we actually missed the ferry was because we were exploring, so that was pretty cool. But this time, we did not miss the ferry. We got on that ferry. We drove a lot. No stopping. So me and my cousin were arguing. We weren't having a lot of fun. Low-key, she was being mean to me. I think she actually got food poisoning because she started throwing up. And then she started angling it at me. I started freaking out. It didn't get on my clothes or anything, or like all over me. It was on my feet though. It was so gross. It was really gross, man. So I was very mad. I was pissed off really bad because how would you feel if somebody threw up on you? And so I was screaming and hollering in English but nobody could understand me because everybody except my mom, my dad, and my uncle and me couldn't speak English. So I didn't have to worry about that. So I was screaming insults at my cousin in English. I was really pissed off. I was screaming like, I hate you, how did you do this?
Ew, this is so gross.
The rest of the car ride was miserable. We had a few hours left. We ended up sitting in the front rows with our parents. The very back where we were was completely blocked off because it was so gross. A lot of her toys were in the splash zone, so they were gross. Thankfully, they were all cleaned. I think all of my toys were pushed off to my side of the back, so...
Yay, none of my toys were in the splash zone. Yay.
We had to return the van because it was a rental, and my cousin lived with some of her family, so the second we got back to her house, they all started to like clean out the van like they were a cleaning crew. It was insane to watch. And the rental was clean and returned. I do not think I hung out with my cousin that much after that. For the rest of the trip, I just hung out with my aunt, my uncle, and my parents, which was nice. We got to explore a lot of Asuncion, which was really cool. We ate some really good traditional food. We walked around a lot. I remember specifically, we went to this toy shop where my dad actually used to go when he was a kid, because he grew up there. And I got a little farm set. That was really awesome and special. A few days later, we flew back to the United States, and I haven't been back to Paraguay since. I would love to go back, though, because I'm older now, and I'll remember it better. So that would be really cool to go back one day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. It was a really interesting story time to tell. Let me know down in the comments what you think, and if you want me to do more story times. This was really fun. Also, I was thinking my subscribers need like a name. What should I call you guys? My strawberries? I love strawberries a lot. Comment down below if you like the name My Strawberries. Bye. Love you guys.